Very exciting. And this race is underway. We have MrMcFeee taking on ImJhay in the B division of the Super Mario Odyssey Any% Open tournament. Here we go. Both runners falling into Cap Kingdom, waking up. Unclear if Mario still has his memory, as many video game protagonists do bump their heads and lose their memory at the start of their games.
You know, Michael, speaking of memory, I got a quick question for you. Do you think when Cappy places his physical being on top of Mario's head, do you think Mario also inhabits some of Cappy's memories?
That is a great question. The fact that at the end of the game, when you get the final triple moon at the top of Dark Side of the Moon and Cappy reminisces about what a beautiful long journey and how good of friends they have become, that makes me think that they probably have shared some memories because they haven't spent that much time together, especially if you're speedrunning this game, as many of these runners have been. So I'm going to say yes. I think they have bonded through shared memories, and that's what made their friendship so strong.
Absolutely. Love to see it. Both of you guys entering into the only sub area we will see in Cap Kingdom. Also, just wanting to let the restreamer know that looks like we're not able to have audio in the restream. Just letting you know, not a big deal.
See if these runners go for left or right side. Looks like MrMcFeee going for left side. Slightly trickier. I can hear it. Oh, and MrMcFeee taking some bonks. Trying to get up that left side. Should have maybe gone for the safer strat. And both of them now synced up as we fight. Blue Bob the Bunny. That's his name.
Blue Bob the Bunny this time? I like it.
Blue Bob the Bunny. It's nice and alliterative. MJ capitalizing on that
I'm sorry, go
slight. MJ capitalizing on that slight mistake from MrMcFeee, taking a couple of spin bonks, regular bonks, trying to climb the left side, giving MJ a slight lead.
Yeah, I didn't see ImJhay. I was messing with my audio, but did he go for left side?
No, he went for right side. Did
nice.
MJ?
Comfy strats, gotta love them.
That's the way to do it. If you're comfortable with left side, do it by all means, but do not use these races as time to try out new strats.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
I mean, that sounds fun now that I think about it.
Heck. I mean, sometimes you go for those quicker strats that, you know, you might be confident with, but might not. I mean, we saw MrMcFeee messing up that left side, so obviously not saving too much time going that left side.
Yeah. Both runners now practically synced up, dropping a rock bridge so as to continue their trek through the Cascade Kingdom.
Let's see a DSS from both these runners.
Hold your breath.
Nah.
Doesn't look like it. Both runners will be capturing the dinosaur, which, listen, from a speedrun perspective, not as exciting. From a human being perspective, very exciting. These two runners are turning into a dinosaur. That was my dream since I was 4 years old.
You gotta imagine Mario's gotta feel pretty powerful being in the literal embodiment of a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Absolutely.
MrMcFeee pausing just a little bit shorter than earlier than he should. Now they look like they're both perfectly synced up almost.
This is very cool. It looks as though we're just watching one stream, and yet it is two.
Indeed, right you are. You know, if they stay like this during the entire run, it's going to be an incredibly hype run.
I was finding myself getting excited. Even just now. It's very easy to be synced this early.
Yeah.
And now, Mama Brutal taken to task. Mama Brutal probably doesn't tip well. Something about her vibe tells me that she looks down on service workers.
Maybe somebody who knows the lore of this game can confirm in chat.
Yes, if Shigeru Miyamoto is in the chat, please let us know.
All right. Both these runners wrapping up Cascade like it was nothing. Going to be heading into Sand Kingdom. Now, Sand Kingdom is going to be one of those kingdoms where we'll probably not see a lot of path divergences, but a lot could go wrong. Which could definitely cause somebody the lead, so we'll see what happens.
Definitely. A lot of little tricks to be pulled off in the Sand Kingdom that both of these runners now will slap their hat on a globe, power up the ancient Odyssey, soar off into the sky.
Open up that GPS panel. We are on the way to Sand Kingdom. Let's go.
Mario asking Siri to direct him, please, to the Sand Kingdom. Remind me, what is Bowser looking for in the Sand Kingdom? I know he's collecting wedding supplies as he travels.
If I'm not mistaken, Bowser's looking for a wedding ring in Sand Kingdom.
That's right, that's right. The wedding ring, of course, held by an ancient Aztec head.
Indeed.
That's right. Well, Mario's not going to let that happen. What? I take that back. This game is very funny in that Mario consistently fails. Like, in every kingdom, he does not stop Bowser from getting what he needs. It's just blunder after blunder.
Mario will absolutely let that happen. In fact, he's gonna steal from the residents as well. We'll see probably both of the runners breaking into a family-operated store and stealing all their earnings.
You see MrMcFeee taking a bonk as he tries to get up to this sub-area. Will throw a cap at a bird. Oh, just a couple of little bonks.
You know, a couple little bonks is really all it takes. A single bonk on the ground takes away about 2 seconds, so those definitely add up over time.
But both runners did throw a seed into a pot outside. Going into this sub-area is where, as we saw in the very beginning of this run, the clock settings changing so that daylight savings time tricks the Nintendo Switch into believing an hour or more has gone by. And there it is, you see.
Very nice.
Free moon.
Yeah, both of the runners making the DSPA. ImJhay having some issues breaking into this employees-only section of the store.
Perhaps his conscience getting in the way.
Yeah, perhaps, but you know what? This is a speed run, so if it takes stealing from the residents, I guess that's what it takes.
Hey, there ain't no good guys in PB'ing.
That's true, true story. ImJhay having some issues making
struggling.
Contacts.
Does get the power moon out of the sandhill, though. Meanwhile, MrMcFeee on top of a glacier.
Very nice from both runners.
We'll see both MrMcFeee and ImJhay here try to collect a bullet bill with a hat on a time delay so they can get a power moon. This is the Dram strat. See if MrMcFeee can get it.
Pretty good from... Oh!
And both of them missing.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there on ImJhay's side. Maybe a flick of the wrist or letting go of the cap button. Not sure what happened there, but both of them unfortunately failing Dram. Still all, for the most part, pretty much tied up.
Absolutely. Look at these two.
You know, I'm not sure if
holding back, waiting.
Yeah, I mean, with that, I mean, I'm not sure how much practice ImJhay has been doing, considering he has just been accepted into GDQ for Super Mario Galaxy. So I'm not sure if their focus is still on Odyssey at this time. So, gotta wonder if that's going to be causing some small mistakes here and there.
You can only imagine for ImJhay, Super Mario Odyssey is the side chick. The main chick, like Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, it looks like we have confirmation chat that Jay has not been running SMO, so we'll definitely be seeing some minor mistakes here and there.
We see MrMcFeee collecting that power moon, going for Jaxie skip, and he's got it.
Very nice. Very nice from both runners. No reverse Jaxies, but that's okay. These runners are still neck and neck. You know, it's impressive because a lot of these runs that we've seen, something bad happens in the sand for, one of the runners, not necessarily two of the runners, and we typically have a pretty sizable lead gap out of sand. Right now, we're fairly neck and neck from the start of this run to where we are right now.
Absolutely. Even MJ just accidentally taking some damage from the cactus, but still able to collect the Power Moon while transferred his soul into that cactus.
Yeah, we got a lot of questions about that one, but I think we'll leave that for later. Ooh, missing one of the notes, MrMcFeee.
Oh no.
All right, able to get the other three, no problem. All right.
MJ with an incredible cap bounce. Also missing a note, though.
And falling off the tree. Oh no, he's gonna have
falling apart.
I might have spoke too soon. We now have a clear leader at this point. Maybe
that's
some
it.
commentators already in the run.
Oh, MJ, that has to hurt. One note away from summoning a Power Moon, and now had to get the notes twice.
Yeah, you honestly hate to see it.
Generally, in speedruns, especially when on a PB pace, do you want to collect the notes twice?
I'm not sure if I follow what you mean.
Is there any advantages to collecting the notes twice?
Oh, like a second cap throw to collect the notes?
The answer is no. It's just
okay.
it's just a mistake that he made.
Sorry, that one flew over me, just like Bowser's ship is flying over the rest of Sand Kingdom.
Like Bowser's ship, right over the head. Both runners heading in to the Lake Kingdom.
Yeah,
a gold coin stack flopping all about.
Absolutely. MrMcFeee with a pretty sizable lead at this point. See if he's able to maintain this lead as they, I imagine, go to set up Lake Clip.
Let's see if these runners... Nope, MrMcFeee hopping into the ground, and by ground I mean lake, will be fighting that horrible, horrible, tall Brutal, who we all know to be named Rolfus.
Rolfus? Yeah, absolutely.
Rolfus.
Yeah, everyone I know despise Rolfus. That's why they skip him, so I don't have to deal with him. We'll see if ImJhay sets up for the lake clip. Nope, both runners opting to fight Rolfus, taking the comfy strats. Can't blame them.
An unfortunate part of commentating so many Mario Odyssey races of late, for me, is that I am learning the Brutal's true names.
Yeah, Rolfus.
Which is Rolfus.
Yeah, I mean, what else would it be?
It is fun to me to, top of my head, think of what these characters' names are. And McFeee here clipping through Rolfus, butt stomping into his character model so as to more quickly defeat him, rendering his enemy defeated.
Looks like we'll see quick. Oh, ImJhay having some issues landing the quick kill on Rolfus here. Gonna be going through the full bounce cycle there.
Here we are, and MJ2 stomping through, hopping on the rabbit's brain, exploding him into dust and stars.
Absolutely, that is the last time we'll see Rolfus until Mecha. So long, Rolfus. Thank you so much for the 3 moons. Both of these runners are getting out of here and heading into Wooded.
Can I just say, I know we won't see Rolfus for a while, and thank God for that. I hate him so much.
You know, Michael, I'm seeing it in chat that it looks like Rolfus' name is actually Ringo.
Uh-huh.
Is that true?
That is true.
Oh, okay. Well, we're learning something today.
Yeah.
Man.
To me, it's just so much more fun to just, like, you know, let your brain take you where it's going to. You glance at a Brutal and you're just like, oh yeah, that reminds me of my high school band teacher. And so that's why I will be referring to the Lady Brutal as Miss Ratat.
Miss Ratat.
Miss Ratat.
I love it.
That was my high school band teacher.
Alright, both going into Wooded. MrMcFeee gonna be purchasing a shot moon. I imagine we should probably be seeing nut clip from both of these runners, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have the stat sheets up right now. But I imagine we should see nut clip from both.
Wooded Kingdom is one of the more fun kingdoms to commentate just because so many things can happen. So many different mistakes that lead to all of a sudden new moons being routed in on the fly. Lot that can happen here in the Wooded Kingdom.
Yeah, definitely.
Even though we see MrMcFeee with a bit of a lead, anything can happen. Anything.
Yeah, Wooded Kingdom, honestly, in my opinion, one of those more perilous ones as well, because you have... If you fall in the wrong section of the game, you go into the Darkwood, or whatever it's called, and there's no way to warp out of there. You know, if you fall down there, you have to, find your way out, and that takes some time.
A true disaster. And speaking of true disasters, MrMcFeee accidentally getting out of the out-of-bounds area, slipping down the ramp, missing a power moon. We'll presumably see MrMcFeee pick up the piranha plant moon up here to get it right. But an opportunity for MJ to make up some time if he can pull off this nut clip.
A minor slip up there for MrMcFeee as well as they fall down a couple feet, managing to back it up. Looks like ImJhay not going for nut clip. Respectable, understandable. Especially if they're, not in practice for SMO. That's understandable.
Here we see McFeee taking a bonk before he captures an onion man. I like to see that. I like to see these characters that are being having their agency stolen from them at least get a punch or two in before Mario takes their souls from them.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, MrMcFeee.
Oh no.
Thankfully,
taking a spill. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
MrMcFeee falling into the ground, loading all the way back at the shop.
Yeah, unfortunately was not able to reach the checkpoint before taking their inevitable demise. ImJhay saw before as well, having some issues getting up on this rock where MrMcFeee is too, so...
So this is a lead change. We've got to assume right now that MJ is in the lead.
Yeah. They're tied right now in moons, but definitely ImJhay is closer to the next couple moons. MrMcFee is definitely going to need to get some more momentum going in.
And both runners did skip the moon stuck within the cliff that Nut Clip would have given them, so they will both murder this piranha plant boy. Send him to his great reward.
Absolutely. PD Piranha. Don't want him in my Mario game. Get him out of here. Oh, MrMcFeee!
No!
Oh, with the clean backup. Holy cow.
Incredible. MrMcFee giving both commentators heart palpitations.
Yeah, I think we'd all can agree that MrMcFee, that was a very, very clean save. Well done there.
And that would have been the Deep Woods, is that correct?
No, I think that was still a death area.
That would still be a death area? Okay. Do you remember the first time playing this game and you fell off and thought you were dead, but were instead in a new area?
Oh, absolutely. And then walking around the deep woods with a T-Rex roaming the area, yeah, not very fun.
Oh, couldn't disagree more. I thought that was so much fun. I was so excited. Couldn't believe what had happened.
No, it was definitely a very, very cool area. Not in a speedrun, though. Can't be asked for that.
No, can't go there in the speedrun. ImJhay inside the circular tower will bounce up, take another Onion Man's brain for his own devices. Meanwhile, MrMcFeee just a couple of seconds behind.
Yeah, ImJhay having some issues collecting that last one, but with the help of wee little onion boy, they're able to get it.
Bless these small onion people.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Stretchy legs.
ImJhay going for the Spirit fight. We'll see if MrMcFeee opts to go spiritless. Nope, looks like we were having 2 spirit fights.
And of course, I refer to as Spirit as color crayon.
Color crayon.
Yeah, it looks like the single color of his outfit makes him look to me like a blue color crayon.
Yeah. Can't really disagree with that.
MJ again turning color crayon into a mess of clouds and stars, collecting a triple moon. 3 moons in one. But a long cutscene, definitely pluses and minuses to fighting these rabbits.
Yeah, definitely. And that's both runners are gonna say farewell to Spiritless. Spiritful, I should say. As we won't see him again until luncheon.
Unless either runner decides to attempt Spiritless in luncheon.
Hey.
A very tricky route that
would be cool to see.
it gets my motor running, baby.
I tell you what, it is definitely a very fun route to watch optimally.
Absolutely.
It was Chaos Pringle just yesterday. It was so incredible to watch him get that invisible box. I was nervous the entire time. I swore he was gonna get a booty burn, but he nailed it.
Absolutely, and it doesn't seem like the kind of trick you can come back from.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of backups to really save you there. Because once you get the booty burn, you can't really do much.
You're in the lava.
That's it.
It's done. It's over. R.I.P.
That molten hot Pepto-Bismol. Anyways, that's luncheon. We have Cloud right now. Both of these runners going to be bopping Bowser, throwing hands.
Throwing gloves and throwing hats.
Absolutely. Nice fast hat capture from ImJhay. Got 2 more of those to take care of.
Slugging away at the king of the Koopas.
Absolutely. MrMcFeee with a nice fast capture as well.
These are some speedy hat captures. I'm liking to see it.
Absolutely. ImJhay going for his 3rd KO. MrMcFeee just bopping his 2nd. Very, very close race still.
Here we go. Unloading on a giant turtle who deserves every last punch he gets.
I gotta disagree with that. Bowser's just trying to give Peach the wedding of her dreams, and here comes Mario, who, what do you know, trying to ruin it.
We do not get confirmation, certainly not in these speedruns where we skip the opening cutscene, that Peach is against what's happening here.
Right, you are.
So you're absolutely right. It does look like Bowser is flying around trying to get the woman he loves, everything her heart dreams of. When MJ collecting a couple of purple coins and bonking his brain, but still saving his own life.
Who knows, maybe we'll see an outfit change with those purple coins he's collected, but unlikely. Now, Lost, I say it every time, it's one of those really fast kingdoms. It's an incredibly fun kingdom to watch. Don't look away, don't blink. Just hold your breath and watch.
Absolutely. The moons are coming fast and furious here. I love it.
I think that's why one of the... Oh!
MrMcFee taking
the death.
Spill. Poisoned by the purple glop.
Yeah, and the lead now belongs to ImJhay.
Absolutely. Starting all the way back from the very beginning of the Lost Kingdom is MrMcFeee.
Yeah, gonna have to if he wants to avoid getting kleptoed, and honestly, that will lose time overall than just backing up this moon anyways.
Here we see MrMcFee stomping on the second rotating pillar. Meanwhile, ImJhay collecting a moon, while another moon has just been broken free by a dangerous Hershey's Kiss. That's, of course, what those enemies are.
No, I was gonna ask your opinion on what do you think those kind of robots are, but now we know. Dangerous robotic Hershey Kisses. You heard it here first.
Hershey's Kiss.
Oh,
he is. Oh, and MJ taking the death also. I missed it. Did he get the moon under that bridge?
He did not. He rolled into the goop on the entire opposite side of where he needed to go. Thankfully, he's able to back this up without having to get kleptoed. So as long as, yeah, perfect.
That was my fear, that Klepto would be there and waiting.
Yeah, it was definitely a very dicey situation for both these runners. Taking a single death in lunch.
Let's see. This could be Mr. McFee's chance.
Oh.
No, gonna lose a couple of seconds. But we are tight here, folks. We are tight.
Ooh, Mr. McFee does not have a single dollar bill to his name.
Out of coins.
I'll have to start getting some potential backup coins to be able to get that Snow Kingdom moon.
We'll have to jump on some Goombas, perhaps throw their hat at some invisible blocks. A lot of options. A lot of coins in this game.
Yeah, definitely a lot of coins in the game.
Here we see MJ and Mr. McFee just behind him entering Night Metro, a rainy, haunted city. Full of ghosts, goblins, and robot worms.
And mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes, too.
Honestly, the scariest enemy of this game so far is the giant mosquitoes. As a local Floridian boy...
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we got those down here.
Having grown up in Minnesota, yeah, absolutely. Those summertime mosquitoes, haunting.
Yeah. Absolutely.
MJ sneaking in between the girders to collect themselves a power moon. Meanwhile, Mr. McFee bouncing on an awning.
Yeah, he was having some issues getting up on the awning, but managed to get up there nonetheless. ImJhay
climbing nice and high.
ImJhay opting not to sacrifice that Goomba there, being merciful, as Mario is often not.
A bloodlust from our favorite plumber. Oh, Mr. McFee, too bad, getting smacked in the face by the wall through his own jumps.
Actually, it looks like both of these runners are very low on coins, so gonna have to be collecting some coins on their journey.
Yeah, because they do both have a moon to collect in the Snow Kingdom, is that correct?
That's correct, yeah. And Metro definitely has its spare of coins, but we'll see what happens.
Chat coming in clutch, reminding us that there is a Luigi hint art. We'll give you plenty of coins. So
that's true.
Hopefully both runners will remember to grab it. Presumably they will. Both runners on their way, getting out of City Hall faster than a local politician who has to get home to their wife.
Both runners in Wiggler. Not a whole lot to say about that. Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about this Smart UAP we have in the title?
Absolutely. UAP, the Urban Arts Partnership. We'll just slap that command in the chat. The Urban Arts Partnership, of course, a great organization doing so much to help children in urban areas to get tutored in school in a program where they can learn more about game design, learn more about STEAM technology careers. It's a great organization. They have, of course, sponsored this tournament for us, and we're so appreciative. Do check them out. We dropped a link in the chat just now. School of Interactive Arts. It's Urban Arts program to get kids learning more about game design and get them set up for college and for their careers. Go check them out. A great organization.
Absolutely. Big shout out to the UAP program for also providing the prize pool for the A division, as well as the prize pool for the SMO leagues coming up. So definitely big shout out for them.
Exciting. We see MJ still in the lead, turning night into day as though he were God himself. Going to throw Mario's cute little sailor hat towards a pole, collect a moon, and then warp on over.
Very nice.
See if they grab the scooter. They will, leaving that race car man alone.
Yeah, pretty clean scoop clip, honestly. That could be a little tricky there, and it looks like MrMcFeee having some issues setting up this ramp here. Could be a little tricky sometimes.
You see MJ now taking out the trash, making a big pile of it, collecting a power moon for his troubles. MrMcFeee taking the soul of a human being simply so that they can use their RC car. Meanwhile, MJ helping a human being feel a little bit better about himself. We can tell which one is a nicer, sweeter boy.
Love to see it. Yeah, I think maybe the one time Mario is a halfway decent person right here.
MrMcFeee, of course, redeeming himself, saying hello to the same sad stranger. That sad stranger, who knows, maybe through Mario's intervention, will go back to college, finally get his degree in music theory that he gave up on as a youth.
Possible, hey. Or maybe they'll go with the UAP program. Who knows?
Join the UAP, get into game design.
Absolutely.
MJ talking to a drummer who, of course, did not abandon their college degree in music theory.
Yeah,
We all know you cannot become... Go ahead.
What's up? No, go ahead.
We all know you cannot become a professional musician without getting a college degree.
Absolutely.
We see MJ further embarrassing the Mecha Wiggler by taking a 4th moon from him. What other enemy has more power moons to supply than this horrible defeated Mecha Wiggler?
You know, that's a good point, actually. There's not a single other boss, to my knowledge, in this game that has 4 power moons.
Mm-hmm.
Mecha Wiggler holding out on Mario.
Well, presumably all the other bosses could similarly be holding out.
That's true. We just don't know.
We just don't know. We just don't know. Oh, MJ
Very
playing it fast and loose. Looked like he was a little too low, but of course got that power moon from the dumpster. McPhee, a couple of bonks trying to get that same moon on the garbage pillar, as it's called. And MJ also a couple of bonks. These tiny mistakes in a race this close are what's gonna do it, and MrMcFeee missing the power moon as he falls from the sky.
See if you can back this up. Pretty good so far. Very nice.
There they are.
All right, MJ taking a dive in the pool. Let's see if he remembers the Luigi art. Free money. Let's go.
Love it. And now, looking for that bullseye. Hits
Nice.
it. MJ splashes his butt right on the ground where the power moon hides.
Absolutely. Now also has enough money to buy the Snow Store's moon, so not having to worry about any more gold, any more coins in this, unless, of course, he takes an unfortunate death. Unlikely.
Hanging out now is MJ in the people's room, flipping across poles like an incredible Olympic athlete, while MrMcFeee struggles to collect the pool moon.
Yeah, just not able to make contact with that hint art there, but finally able to get it after a couple booty bounces there.
Get it? Oh, misses the bullseye by half a tile. If that.
Honestly. Alright, and just like that, ImJhay is out of Metro. MrMcFee still behind a little bit. Still bringing up that momentum still going. But like you said before, these bonks will absolutely change the outcome of this race.
We've seen a couple of lead changes already at this race. It is absolutely possible, and yet we won't see it happen if McFee keeps making mistakes like that.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta wonder if maybe it's just if it's tournament nerve, if they're just not too sure what the routing they're doing, or it's just unfortunate gameplay.
Absolutely. MrMcFee, hopefully, in this Odyssey journey that he will now take with his dear friend Cappy, can take some time to collect himself, gather those nerves, keep the hand from shaking.
Definitely. I mean, both of these runners have already done one of their races, and both have a L so far. So this is definitely a very important race for both of these runners. And honestly, Jay looking like they're here to take that W. But like you said, anything can happen.
High pressure for both racers.
Absolutely. I mean, you
wanting
gotta
to redeem themselves.
contribute too.
And you'll have to let me know, Potato, if the racer who loses this match, are they out of the tournament? Are they both playing for their lives?
You know, I'm not too sure. Looks like the other two in their group have wins. So I'm not too sure. I believe they'll have one more race, and someone will have to correct me if I'm wrong for that.
Okay, so this is a big one. This is a big one.
Absolutely.
All on the line. MrMcFeee slapping the snow out of the way.
Yeah, no
So that
toad
they can
abuse
have a-
for either of these runners. Love to see it.
No, you gotta treat Toad kind. Toad kind. You gotta treat Code kind. Whew.
All right, no moon clip from ImJhay. Understandable, respectable.
Triple jumping. Oh, missing that triple jump.
Ooh, yeah, killing the momentum there, but able to get up there no problem still.
X marks the spot on the top of that wooden pillar. MJ will now go and steal the life force of Big Puffy Santa Claus.
Absolutely. Alright, looks like we're going to see a snowdram from both of these runners as they are not opting to get the shot moon yet. So it's going to be exciting to see if... MrMcFeee was setting up for the moon skip, unfortunately hitting the wall before collecting the moon, so they're unable to get that little clip there.
Instead, entering the intended way, we'll go through this same sub-area full of frightening Santa Claus monsters.
Absolutely. Ooh, a little shaky on MrMcFeee, but
Dancing
able to get
around.
up there. Yeah, at this
Meanwhile-
point, they're really only just a single sub-area behind.
Everything still on the line. Everything still in play. A single death from MJ could turn this race right around. Doesn't look like we'll see it getting a nice long jump into a cap bounce, into a cap throw. As MJ collects the story moon from this sub-area. We'll open another seal
Very nice.
on the Bowser circle in the center of the land.
Very nice, and honestly, it wouldn't just be a death from ImJhay. I mean, a death from MrMcFeee could definitely solidify Jay's lead, definitely too. How many times can I say definitely in a single sentence?
I think keep going.
Yeah, keep going?
Definitely.
Maybe you could definitely get, one or two more.
MrMcFeee taking some damage to a Goomba before adding him to the stack.
Alright,
Well,
let's-
MJ participating in capitalism, which makes slaves of us all. 100 coins for one power moon. A fair enough trade.
Gotta do what you gotta do, but look, we're gonna have ImJhay setting up Snowdram.
Here we
Even
go.
a single mistake here with Snowdram, he'll still have a small lead. But so far, looking pretty good. Nice. nailed
Got it.
No problem.
Incredible work from MJ getting that very tricky jump. MJ, tired of the Snow Kingdom, ready to go out to a warmer temperature. Heading to the Seaside Kingdom, while MrMcFeee enters a shop, says hello to Puffy Seal Boy, and buys from him the final power moon they have for sale.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, ImJhay opting not to go to Isle Delfino because they've already had a Mario Sunshine game, deciding to go to Seaside instead. Maybe we'll see Mario Odyssey 2 have a Isle Delfino visit, but until then, one can hope.
I do believe we saw Isle Delfino in a Mario Odyssey map, which made me certainly believe there would be some Mario Sunshine DLC for this game. Alas, it was not to be.
Yeah, just a bit of a simple Easter egg on the globe. Also, speaking of globe, MrMcFeee is now globing after very cleanly getting that Snowdram.
Wonderful. And yet, MJ having some troubles getting up to this purple moon hidden at the top of a seaside cliff. Got it. Does MJ, collecting that power moon and now rolling onto the beach.
Yeah, very nice. Keeping the momentum of that fall, very cool.
Stunting is MJ on the sand, spinning around, looking fly as he collects that power moon.
Yeah, both runners are going to be coming up to the new chest clip, as I like to call clip and dips. Hopefully, they'll at least try to go for it. I'd love to see it.
My hope.
I'm not sure if they're still in chat, but shout out to, I believe, Gaming Nerd for coming up with clip and dips. Such a cute name.
No, I do love it. It is making me hungry. I have forgotten to eat all day. So if I am a little testy, you know why.
Absolutely. Oh, looks like I'm just going for it. But doesn't look
Hold your
like
breath,
they
folks.
get it.
Doesn't get it.
Unfortunate.
Instead, killing a couple of seaweed monsters and taking some damage as they get revenge for their fallen comrade.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to ImJhay for at least going for it. Going for it for the fans. You love to see it.
We love it. Love it, and we love him. And we love MrMcFeee hopping off the wall, collecting a power moon from a seaside cave. Now rolling into the ocean like a chubby little boy on vacation.
Yeah, Mario, I mean, these runners, they take Mario to his limits. Sometimes his feet get hot. He's got to take a nice little dip to cool off.
Ooh, have you ever been on a beach, Potato, that was so hot you had no choice but to tuck your head down and roll forward in somersaults until you could get into the water?
Oh, always. I'm in Florida, so almost every day I go to the beach. Yes,
That's true.
Gotta
That's
tuck and roll.
absolutely true. MJ here, collecting a power moon from the backside, clipping into the Seaside Kingdom, and now sneaking like it was a Metal Gear Solid game into the back entrance to take the Sphinx final
nice.
power moon.
Yeah, very good. Pretty clean from ImJhay.
Throwing the hat upon the globe so that the pinkish purple power moons can be popped into the top globe, making that hot air balloon one tile closer to being completed.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, we see this lead just further and further away from MrMcFeee. These subtle, small bonks here and there, these different angles and movement changes are definitely starting to add up, and you can definitely see it more and more at this point.
Well, it does feel like we haven't seen too many major mistakes from either of these runners. Just a couple of little around the edges mistakes are the difference here.
Absolutely.
ImJhay here, attempting the salt triple jump, will say, heck no, not today. I'll climb up on the shelf, please.
Yeah, I have no problem getting that backed up. Looks like we have some nice copy pasta in chat for ImJhay. Love seeing that kind of support for the runners.
It is an informative bit of text that
Absolutely.
At some point I will sit down and read.
But right now we're in the middle of a speedrun and we can't do that. We gotta go fast.
Absolutely. MJ fighting Color Cran for the second time. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Commentary partner even participating in the copy and paste.
Absolutely. Gotta support the copy pastas.
I love it. And MrMcFeee going for the salt triple, not quite making it.
Ooh,
Coming
not
close.
deciding to back up either. There it goes.
Got it on the second try, collecting that teal power moon, sitting in the top of a pile of salt.
You know, that now that you mentioned it, these moons are very pretty. Like, especially these ones in Luncheon. Very
Right?
pretty shade of blue.
I think that the color choices of the power moons in the different kingdoms is like an underrated, incredible bit of design. I feel like it's
Honestly,
colors that you don't see a lot in the kingdom itself, so they really stand out.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see some shades of blues and purples in Luncheon, but not a whole lot of teal going on.
Mm-hmm. And Mr. McPhee taking out Color Crayon for himself, not one to let MJ get the kill on his own. No, no, no. Take out the villain himself and collect a power moon of his own.
Absolutely. Both runners opting to say, so long, Mr. Cranboy. We'll see you later.
MJ sending a homing missile at a box in the
Yeah, that was
form
really good.
of his white cap.
Meanwhile, Mr. McPhee entering into the sub area. Nothing really too dangerous. Oh!
And yet,
And yet, the molten Pepto-Bismol.
destroying
2 buddy boons.
the bottom of Mr. McPhee. MJ spinning, dancing around.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no,
That's
Mr.
a death.
McPhee! Sending Mario to an early grave is Mr. McPhee. As MJ himself takes a little bottom burn.
Yeah, bottom burn is not going to be enough for Mr. McPhee to catch up. It's going to take a lot now. The gap is widening. Only have now, what was that, 5 moons compared to a whole lot. I think 9 on ImJhay's side. 9.
And MJ here taking on the best and funnest room in the game, Hat Tower. Hat and Fork Tower, they call it.
Yeah, Fork Room is definitely the best music in the game. Pepe D just goes so well with it. So if you want to put some Pepe Ds in chat, don't worry about the mods. They won't ban you. It's okay.
Oh, good.
Mile.
Mr. McPhee making some gold soup with a turnip.
Commentator getting banned from chat. Unfortunate. Nothing but a good bit of fun. It was only for a second. No worries.
Truly a conflict of interest when you are not allowed to chat, but are one of 2 voices on the stream itself. We see MJ throwing pans at the cheese, destroying cheese, opening the Power Moon cell, which it was locked in for crimes against humanity.
I guess.
That Power Moon is sitting in one of those, like, X-Men chambers that they put Magneto in. Like, the kind of prison cell that the superhero can still talk to his adversary.
Oh my gosh.
Very cool.
I might need a minute. Oh,
And here we see MJ lighting a fire, collecting a Power Moon. As they
murder
move through
commentator
this
trying
Luncheon
to
Kingdom.
kill me. Oh gosh. Right, we're commentating speedruns. Right, cool.
Boy,
moons
boy,
are
are
being
we.
captured, buttons are being pressed. Mr. McPhee taking a bunk.
Here they are collecting that Power Moon at the top of the Crumbly Cake Mountain. I do think that the platforms in the Luncheon Kingdom might be graham crackers.
Yeah, maybe. I've never actually thought about it.
Yeah, I hadn't either until just now, but I don't know. I mean, they are a food. I think we can safely say that.
Crumbly cake, mayhaps, maybe. Graham cracker? I don't know.
And
Well,
Mr.
I guess it
McPhee
doesn't
struggling to open that Magneto cell like Scarlett Johansson at the end of Captain America Civil War. Able to get it done, collecting that Power Moon. Meanwhile, ImJhay, getting out of Luncheon Kingdom, has had his fill. His belly is at its limit, and he is moving on to the Ruined Kingdom. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, it's Ruined.
He's going to be going to Ruin to go one-on-one, mano a mano with Spyro the Dragon. Meanwhile, Mr. McFeee, still pretty far behind. Having some minor blocks still here and there. All in all,
Mr.
though,
McFee-
movement is very solid from them. They just need to clean up some of those bonks, maybe get out of their head a little bit, shake off the
Absolutely.
nerves. And they'll be good.
We will see ImJhay taking on Spyro the Dragon as though he were playing PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Spyro in that game?
I was going to ask you the same thing. I don't think so.
Unbelievable. What a mistake.
Honestly.
To not have one of PlayStation's greatest characters in the PlayStation Smash Brothers clone. Unacceptable. Well, while we watch ImJhay take on this large dragon, one more quick shout out to the Urban Arts Partnership, a great organization. They are setting up the School of Interactive Arts. It is a multi-year program. It prepares underprivileged students for college, helps them get a leg up in the fields of game design and other technologies. A great organization. Please do check them out. They have sponsored this tournament. We will be doing a donation drive during the finals of this tournament. For now, just learn about them. See what there is to, what they're offering to their communities. It's a great cause, and we're very happy to have their support.
Absolutely. And to kind of backpack off the donation drive, the UAP is a 100% non-profit organization, so definitely keep in mind.
Great cause. And a great dragon is fighting ImJhay. Sending electric wheelies after Mario. Meanwhile, Mr. McFee entering the Ruined Kingdom himself. Rolling up the stairs. Feels like it would hurt Mario's back and spine. And yet, the malleable little plumber doesn't shed a tear.
I guess not. You know, I played a lot of Spyro in my time, and Spyro has a lot of powers. You know, he can breathe fire, breathe ice, shoot lightning bolts. I don't remember the Spyro game where he shot big, giant electrical purple wheelies. Was that a DLC I missed?
I'm wondering if it's closer to an RPG that maybe upon leveling up later in the game, Spyro developed a new power.
Maybe.
I've actually never played Spyro.
Oh, it's fun.
It was one of those series that I missed for whatever reason.
Yeah, honestly, I'm a level with you guys. I've only ever played the first one, and I never beat it. I do have the Reignited trilogy, and haven't touched it.
Yeah, I love buying video games and then never playing them.
Absolutely.
Really a top hobby of mine.
Who has time to play video games? Not me. That's why I speedrun.
It's so funny. I'll like turn on Hulu and just be like watching a movie. What do I have, an hour and a half? And then video games are asking 10 hours and it's a short game? Come on. I'm busy.
Can't be asked. Can't be asked. But you know who can't be asked? It's ImJhay, who is entering into Bowser's Kingdom.
Absolutely.
You know, at this point,
a
Bowser's
challenging level.
I was about to say, a very difficult level, especially done optimally. It can definitely take some very perilous deaths, and honestly, if you're Mr. McFeee, that's exactly what you want to see from ImJhay. You know, ideally, a death in Mecha Brutal would be very good for Mr. McFee.
Really, Mr. McFee does not hold his own fate in his hands. Is going to need a mistake from ImJhay if he is going to pull off the W.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's not coming at this point because ImJhay just destroyed a rock-based man.
Yeah, I think people call them ogres. I'm not sure if that's the official name, but hey, rock-faced man works too.
One weak spot on the top of his brain, a single butt stomp, and Mario sends him packing from this mortal coil.
Yeah, you gotta imagine that might be some kind of a design flaw. Having a single weak spot on top of your head that a single small plumber can get to.
The fact that there is a small electricity bubble looking shape to indicate where the most damage can be done. Not ideal.
Definitely not ideal.
ImJhay here, collecting the moon shards, hopping up on the roof.
Now, I have seen a lot of jumps onto that roof. Kill some of these runners.
I've seen a lot of jumps. I was like, yeah, me too, man. Using the Pokio bird, telling a lie, extending the nose out so as to trick a bomb into exploding. And we're going to see a dram strat from MrMcFeee. Ooh, very cool.
I don't know what it is about that Pokio dram. Definitely really cool to see. Maybe it's because not a lot of runners do it, but super satisfying to see.
Can I tell you, I think it might be the fact that it's very easy to see what's happening. A lot of dram strats, it feels like it's happening off screen. You're missing out on what is being grabbed by the hat. With this one, you see the hat resting just to the side of the Pokio, and it makes it very clear what trick the runner is pulling off. It's very cool.
Yeah, it might be what it is, really.
We did see MrMcFeee taking a bonk to that rock-faced man.
All right, we'll see if ImJhay decides to go for Harriet first. Does not. Opts to go for Topper first, losing the 69,420 seconds. You hate to see it. This is MrMcFee's time to catch up.
What did we say this guy's name was? Blue Bob. Blue Bob.
Blue Bob, yep.
Blue Bob Bunny. Wearing many hats, like the only employee of a small business. If it's your own small business, you have to handle the marketing as well as the scheduling. You know what I'm saying? So they say they wear many hats. Ooh, MrMcFeee missing that shard. Is he aware? No, he got it. He got it. I'm sorry. What am I saying?
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
He realizes it. Oh, maybe. Not sure which shard he misses. A little confusion on the runner's end.
Okay, okay.
Possible RNG manipulation, question mark?
Yeah, now he's down here. That's what you want to see from the RNG.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, MJ taking on Miss Ratatat, my high school band teacher.
Oh.
Not a nice woman. Did make me want to quit playing the saxophone.
Oh, you hate to see it. Stay in band, kids.
Stay in band, kids. Co-commentator, of course, in the DARE program, except
hey,
the band-based iteration.
As a band nerd myself, you know, I gotta represent.
Right, were you a tenor sax player?
No, clarinet. Close enough.
Clarinet! Okay, great.
MrMcFeee also opting for Topper first. You honestly hate to see it.
Yeah, that's gonna cost him.
Oh, and not able to make connection with Topper's hat. Gonna lose a lot of time looking for it.
Truly unfortunate. Losing Blue Bob Bunny in this shell game of a boss fight. Able to collect him this time. If you're ever on the shores of Venice Beach, where many different entrepreneurs are playing shell games, hiding single penny under a cup, one of three, and then shuffling them around, you know how tough it is, and you know how much you wish you could just jump on it the first time.
Absolutely.
Did that one get away from me? Maybe a little?
I think so. That one trailed away a little bit.
Perhaps.
Love it. Love to see it. Co-commentator slowly losing their mind. It's okay.
Thinking about shell games while ImJhay is thinking about brutal bubbles.
Brutal bubbles and brutal murder.
That big, long, unfortunate, tall man. Wow! This is great.
Gosh, I never realized they could flying. Oh my gosh, it's brutal. No pun intended.
Mario does, of course, kill these Brutals dead. They do not survive this encounter.
I can never unsee that now. Oh,
ImJhay.
Did he bonk or did he get hit with those rings? I didn't see that.
I think it was both. I think the bonk led to getting hit by the rings.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
I mean, like we said, this is what it's going to take for MrMcFeee to get back in it. Unfortunately, it will take another couple of mistakes of that nature. And that timing, I should say.
Ooh, not
for
able
McFeee to catch up.
Ooh, sitting on 1 HP. Gonna need to get a health pack here soon. Health pack, whatever they are called here. A heart.
Gonna have to find the mage, get some healing.
Yeah. Can we get the white mage in?
Missing
Jade.
this Tokyo poke.
Yeah,
Oh no!
A little bit. This is time.
This.
MrMcFee's entering Mecha Brutal now. This is his time.
Here we go. Here we go.
This healer does suck. Must be out of mana. Need to get some better mana regen.
Good brutal fight could put MrMcFeee in striking distance of ImJhay, who can't seem to collect this final brutal scalp that he's hunting. And of course, finally the brutal being brought to its knees.
They are now all dead. Rest in peace, all 4 brutals. We never see them again. There's definitely not any kind of hidden challenges where you fight them again. That is definitely 100% confirmed. I am a commentator. Don't question it. It's okay. I know.
If you do see any brutals, know that they're ghosts.
Absolutely.
MrMcFeee collecting the Pokio, gonna stab his way to the top.
Yeah, seems to be having some issues of his own. We see some rage captures. I like these runners who run on Switch. Well, I guess for Odyssey, of course, it's Switch. Who just either rage screenshot or rage record. It's hilarious. Oh! Taking a bump in the ears. Oh, that is unfortunate. He needs to get out of the way, otherwise he's... Oh, no, he's fine. Just kidding.
If these animals had been bears instead of bunnies, MrMcFeee would have beaten them already. But those ears getting in the way.
Yeah, that's unfortunately going to set MrMcFeee back to pretty much where he was, if not worse.
Unable to capitalize on ImJhay's mistake.
And on 1 HP, I'm going to need MrMcFeee to collect that last heart unless he's already done so. Opting to not. I am now on edge, and I'm not feeling too good. Got 1 more left.
Can he destroy?
Oh, he does. Thank
Color
gosh.
Crayon, he does.
Oh my goodness. All right, we have ImJhay over here. Looking dapper as ever. Look at that.
Love to see Mario in a suit looking as nice, if not nicer, than the groom of the wedding he's about to attend. A social faux pas, if there ever was one.
You know, I don't know. I gotta say, Bowser definitely looks better in a suit. And when you take the hat off, he's got the little floop of the hair. 10 out of 10.
Absolutely, as it should be. Mario, perhaps wearing this suit because he expects to be in the groomsman's party.
Maybe.
Although now that I think about it, the ending does confirm to us that no, his intention is to steal the bride during the wedding.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Yeah. Anyone who has not beaten Mario Odyssey themselves knows. ImJhay now spinning on the Sphinx's head. More disrespect to that ancient Greek being. Making a mistake, trying to skip the moon cave. Let's see if they can get it this time.
Very nice.
There it is. ImJhay heading up to the church, rolling as fast as possible. The Sphinx is Egyptian, as chat has corrected me, and I do appreciate it. Of course, the Sphinx does appear in Greek mythology, but only scholars know that.
We are learning something today. Get that education tag slapped on the title. So we're learning things. ImJhay entering the Bowser fight. Mr. McFeee landing in Moon.
Perhaps Mario's second time in space. Well, if not third. For Mario Galaxy does have a sequel.
True.
Familiar territory for Mario at this point. Stepping beyond the reaches of the planet Earth. Meanwhile, ImJhay taking it to Bowser, stealing his hat, using motion controls to wallop away at the King of the Koopas.
See a moon skip from Mr. McFeee, unfortunately, now unable to commit, having some issues. Opting for the one, and okay, nails it. All right, very nice.
Love it.
I'll never doubt him again. Until then, taking a death, unable to save it. Oh my goodness.
Time to doubt him.
Can't
Unfortunate.
blame that on Commentators.
After getting the Moon Cave skip, missing the final jump onto the red carpet that will, of course, lead Mario to the wedding.
And ImJhay getting ready to enter the final gauntlet of the game. Maybe we'll see some 2DSS. Don't expect to see it from either of these runners, but it would be cool to see one attempt. Doesn't hurt to go for the attempt. But Mario now playing as Bowser.
A mind-blowing moment, if there ever was one. Mario taking control of his worst and most evil enemy in order to escape from the center of the moon with his beloved Princess Peach.
Absolutely, and honestly, Mr. McFeee having some issues again, getting up there. Gotta wonder why he keeps going for the single wall kick if he's not able to get it. ImJhay committing to the 2DSS. What is he doing? Unable to get it. Respectable, going
Does
for
not
the
make it
attempt.
happen.
Shout out to ImJhay for just even doing that.
We do appreciate the attempts at 2DSS, taking a slight slip, but able to recover, no problem. Out of the 2D section comes ImJhay, blowing away rocks, fireballs a-wailing.
Absolutely, everyone, get your cat jams in chat ready, get your Pepe Ds, get your jams of whatever type. We are now in the final pillar room on ImJhay's side.
Get ready for some rock and roll.
If you know the words, sing along with some Pepe D. Or cat jam.
ImJhay taking out the first pillar, moving on to the second, swiping away with both claws and fireballs. Meanwhile, Mr. McFeee getting in those body blows that you love to see against the Bowser.
Alright, yeah, looks like this is gonna be ImJhay's. Oh my goodness!
ImJhay
Death!
falling into the lava!
It's not gonna be enough unless he takes another death. It's really not gonna be enough for Mr. McFeee to catch up. But we do have another chance to spam some cat jams and Pepe D. We'll also have another chance for a 2DSS, see if he attempts it one more time. Or maybe if ImJhay takes another death, that could be the game for him. So he's got to play a little safe, so we'll see what he does.
Ooh. That was wild. We've got us a closer match than we thought we were going to have here at the ending. ImJhay making a beeline for that 2D portal.
Yeah, he's got to play safe here. He could take a death still in 2D. So he's got to be a little careful going for the 2D skip, managing to get it. Very good.
Now, Mr. McFeee, on his way, going to collect Bowser with a couple of extra pauses for good measure.
Yeah, this is it. If ImJhay makes almost a single mistake, That could very well cost him the game, but let's go back in the pillar room. Get your PPDs, get your cat jams, get your soft jams, whatever you got, put them out on the table. Let's go.
We're all popping and dancing over here. We love anime rock and roll.
Absolutely. And if you know the words, sing along. Throw some hype for both of these runners. Oh my goodness!
MrMcFeee
Win for it.
didn't land that 2D skip. It remains, to me, a skip of myth. Have not seen it done yet.
Unfortunately, messing up 2D skip as well, so having to take the casual route as ImJhay not taking the death, stealing out his victory.
Here we go, swiping away at this big moon block in the middle.
Jay is bringing home this W to Wales. There you go, chat. I did it.
Absolutely.
Full circle.
Looks like a 1:10:44 for ImJhay, an incredible run. Loved to see it. MrMcFeee, meanwhile, entering the pillar room for himself.
Yeah, don't stop those PPDs or catch games just yet, because we were right back into it on MrMcFee's side. MrMcFee.
Listening to it 2 times in a row, a sure way to grow a hatred for a song, as I found out just recently with Jules' My Hands. Listen to it too many times in a row, and we'll probably take another year-long break.
We're getting confirmation in chat that MrMcFee unfortunately does not have any audio in chat. So we will not be rocking out to this banger of a tune.
This song is presumably available on Spotify. If you'd like to play it yourself.
All
But
right,
MrMcFee getting a 1:11.
45.
45?
45 or 46. I guess we'll never know, but GG to both of these runners. Amazing run. Definitely some major and minor slip-ups from both of these runners, but both of them came to I don't even have any words. Both of them came to play Mario. Both of them going home as Mario players.
Leaving it all on the field. Any mistakes? Both runners, I think you could argue, able to recollect themselves. Both looking good towards the end of these kingdoms. Although MrMcFeee taking that moon death. Beyond that, looking good and better as the run went on. So really love to see it. Really love to see them getting better and better as the run goes on. Incredible.
Absolutely.
Match.
And ImJhay just solidifying himself as a member of this tournament. We'll be moving on. We'll see what we can do with MrMcFeee, see if they have another chance to continue on, but until then, ImJhay's going to be moving on, and we'll see if we can get both of these runners in for an interview.
Waiting to see if either one is available to talk about the run they just pulled off.
Yeah, looks like we won't be having MrMcFeee, but we do have ImJhay with us right now. ImJhay, GG, how are you feeling coming off of that win?
That was something. That was an experience.
It did appear that maybe you were a little rusty. A couple of mistakes. How did you get your head back in the game when you were ready to go again?
I don't really know. It was just like, you make a mistake and then there's another one coming around the corner, so you just gotta expect the next one. I don't know. It was better than last time, so it's a win for me.
Very cool.
Absolutely. Taking your first win in the tournament. Are you excited? Are you nervous to continue? What are we feeling right now?
I'm more than ready for the next one.
Yeah?
Definitely, yeah.
Definitely. You did get recently accepted to GDQ for a Super Mario Galaxy race. First of all, congratulations. That's going to be amazing fun. Are you going to be able to practice some Odyssey now, or are you just focusing on Galaxy? What's the plan?
The plan has been for a while, Galaxy. Like when I signed up for this, I was like, I'll set aside some time for Odyssey, but I really haven't had a chance to, and it's been showing in some of these races. But I'll try and send some time in for the next one.
Awesome.
Now, ImJhay, I'll ask you, do you have any kingdoms or specific moons even that you feel like you just crush every time? Any moons you're looking forward to as you go into these runs?
I quite like employees only in Sand. I think that's a pretty good moon. That's one of my S tier moons.
It's very funny that Mario simply breaks into a business.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Steals
Yoinkies.
from the working man.
Absolutely. Well, I have nothing else to add. ImJhay, you have anything else for us?
No, that's it. Thank you. Very nice commentary. It was fun listening while playing. It definitely helped.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Good.
Michael, you have anything?
No, this was a great race. Good game to you, ImJhay. Good game to MrMcFeee as well,
Absolutely.
wherever they may be.
Absolutely, and y'all be sure to do !Racers in chat to take a look at both these runners' Twitch, give them a follow, show them some loving. Of course, also !Comms if you wish to stay up to date on anything that Michael McCullier is doing, or myself, of course. And then I believe we have the !Race stream for Saren, the lovely restream that is making this all possible. So definitely be sure to take a look at everybody on cast.
Absolutely. And this is the last race of the day. So we are going to end the stream here coming up, but thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in for all of this sweet hot Mario Odyssey action. An incredible race. Thank you so much, guys.